Welcome to Chat and Chew.
My name is
Real
Dr.
talk.
Glen Warren. Welcome to
Real
Chat
healing.
and Chew.
From Raleigh roots to hearts renewed, we're building men, we're breaking through, healing fathers, saving families too. That's what we do at Chat and Chew. Second chances, brand new views, strong and resilient, coming through, bringing fathers all the way back home with care, with heart, with love, our own.
Fathers forever.
Please make sure you follow us on Facebook, like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and of course hit the bell to activate notifications to let you know when we're on. Be sure to leave us a comment to let us know how we're doing. We'd love to hear from you.
Greetings once again. This is Dr. Glen Warren. We are in our studio Chat and Chew podcast today. Before we get started, please go to Facebook, like us, go to the YouTube channel, hit that little bell, let us know that you're listening. Please send us a message. I have two very distinguished guests in our studio today, and we're going to talk about an event that I'm very excited about. It's coming up June 20th. I have Chuck and Rico. And welcome, gentlemen. We're going to have a discussion today about 500 Fathers Walk A Thon.
This is a call to all the fathers in the community. Saturday, June 20th, come walk with us. The 500 Fathers Walk A Thon at Southeast Raleigh Magnet High School. We're walking to raise $10,000 for Fathers Forever, a local nonprofit that provides courses in fatherhood for recently incarcerated men, allowing them to re-enter their children's lives. The 500 Fathers Walk A Thon, Saturday, June 20th, the day before Father's Day. It's a great way to get kids some public service, meet other dads, and dispel those myths about black fathers. Plus seminars on home buying, personal finance, health, and child support. With vendors, food trucks, and Ascension Art Gallery live on-site auctions. Go to 500fathers.com so that you can set up your homepage, and that way you can send out your link to friends, family, co-workers, and they can sponsor you and the kids per lap around the track. And Chuck, don't forget our sponsors, the Carter Clinic, A.C. Jackson of the Jackson Law Center, Redeeming Love Missionary Baptist Church, Ambiance's Event Center, and the Holder Group McDonald's. If you've got kids in strollers, if you have grown kids, if it's 3 generations of fathers, we invite you to walk with us.
Saturday, June 20th at Southeast Raleigh Magnet High School.
That's Father's Day weekend, right?
Father's Day weekend,
And,
Juneteenth weekend.
Juneteenth weekend, Father's Day weekend.
June
and,
20th.
June the 20th. Very exciting and to be a part of this. And so we want to talk today to get you involved and get our audience involved and invite you to come out. Before Chuck, tell me a little bit about you.
Okay. I'm ChuckJohnson.
Okay.
I am with WRSV Choice FM. We are a radio station here in Raleigh and Rocky Mount and all over Eastern Carolina, and we're everywhere. We've been in the Raleigh market now for about 10 years. And we are an urban station, hip-hop, R&B, reggae, go-go, southern soul, gospel. We do a little bit of it all. So I'm the general manager of the radio station. And with me is Rico Johnson, our sales manager.
Okay, so how long y'all been around? How long y'all been in existence?
Well, you know longer than me. Is it 42, 43?
The station has been on the air for 51 years.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
The station signed on the air in 1974. My father was the manager of the station and signed it on. Now I was little when it came on the air. We were on the air in Rocky Mount back in 1974. And let me tell you, when the radio station came on the air, we aired as Soul 92, and there was not an FM radio station that you could buy in the city. They were all gone. It was a big deal.
Right.
So yeah, shout out to Charles O. Johnson Sr.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So are you married and got kids? And are you native of Raleigh?
I am very married.
Okay.
I'm a native of Enfield, North Carolina.
Down by Rocky Mount.
That's right. That's
Okay.
right. Rock City, stand up. I am very much a father of
Okay.
a fantastic 8-year-old.
Okay.
Yeah, it's,
Cool.
That's me. That's the
That's you?
profile.
All right. Okay, you, Mr. Rico, tell us a little bit about who you are.
My name is Rico Johnson. Like Chuck said, I am the sales manager at Choice FM 92.1. I am a native of Washington, D.C.
Okay.
But I feel like I'm a native of North Carolina now. I've been here long enough for me to be a native of North Carolina.
He knows what barbecue tastes like.
He knows what barbecue tastes like.
Yeah. I know what
You know,
barbecue tastes like.
For y'all know, I have a old timey pump in my office that my father we had growing up, and Chuck knew what it was, but Rico he had a little problem.
No. I knew what the pump. I knew what the pump was. My family is originally from an area outside of Greenville, North Carolina, called Belle Arthur, North Carolina.
Oh, okay.
It's probably as small as Enfield, or maybe smaller.
Right.
So I knew what the pump was. I just hadn't seen one in a very long time.
Yeah. So we had the well water back in the day and the pump water back in the day.
Look,
It was cooling water.
it was.
Wow. So how did you, before we get into, how did you get into radio? I know you told me your father was into it.
It's a family business.
Okay.
So yeah, my father, many years ago, wanted to be on radio. He loved radio, and so he would sit on the front porch and listen to stations at night on the AM from all over the country. And so he took a chance one day. He's a young man, baby on the way with his wife, my mom, Maxine, and he says, I just got in the car, went to the radio station in Scotland Neck, North Carolina.
Yeah, I know what it is.
Talked to the owner of the station to tell him, hey, I want to do an hour of Negro music. So that is how far back we're talking about. We were still Negroes then.
Right.
And so the owner gave him a newspaper and just said, hey, read this. And so my dad read the excerpt, did a great job, and he says, okay, I'm going to give you an hour. You can do an hour of Negro music on the radio, and but you also have to clean up. So he did his hour, he sold advertising, and he hired somebody else to clean up.
Gotcha.
And
Wow.
that was the beginning of a very illustrious career in media that my father had.
Right. So how far did your father take this before?
Oh, all the way.
All the way.
All the way. So he went from 1 hour to owning radio stations.
Wow.
And so we've kept the stations in the family and moved the stations around a handful of times, and now we do digital marketing, and so we're radio and a full-fledged advertising agency
Right.
in 2026.
So radio's been in your blood from the time you was, as my dad would say,
Oh, yeah.
knee-high to a grasshopper.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And so I'm proud to be here, proud to be part of this radio station, proud and happy to be working with this gentleman, because as I am in radio and have a radio history, he has a newspaper history.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're talking
So, yeah,
black-owned
so let's-
newspaper
let's-
with Rico.
Yeah, so down in Greenville, North Carolina, my family owns the Daily Drum newspaper, and they've been publishing the Daily Drum newspaper now 35 years. So that's still in existence. You still can pick up a print newspaper, no different from you can pick up a print newspaper here with the Carolinian, because that's what Raleigh is familiar with, the Carolinian.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, that sales is where I make my mark at. So
Okay.
like if you want to sell something, that is right up my alley.
So how long you been in sales? Forever.
Forever. I'm 45 now, so I like to tell people, all the time, salesmen are born, they're not made.
So how did y'all link up together?
Wildly, his father, also a master salesman, used to do some sales for the radio station along with the newspaper, and would bring this his 15-year-old son through, they were always together.
Wow.
And so we've known each other since he was, 15 years old. And
Man.
just later on in life as an adult, as a married man, he started working with us in radio.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, this is amazing.
No, you weren't married yet. when
No,
you
no,
started
no.
radio
I hope
station.
not at
Yeah.
15. No, but
No, not.
yeah. I mean, it is. I forgot that. That is really the origin story. Like, it's been a long time.
Right. So it's amazing to see both of you guys now living in the legacy
Yeah.
of both of your fathers kind of started. That's kind of passed on to your generation, and and so what brings us to, Father Forever is all about fathers. What we want to do is bring fathers together. Those fathers that's doing really well, and those fathers that's not doing too well, and we try to help them to be the best father they can be. And so Father's Day is always a very special time for us. I grew up in a household with my father. He passed away probably about 15 years ago now, and we was poor. I grew up in Benson, with the outhouse and all that stuff back in the day. But nobody,
I see you didn't bring the outhouse.
I didn't bring the outhouse. I left that there.
Left that there. Just brought the
pump. But the fact that I grew up in, and my father had a fourth grade education, and he worked. My mom stayed home, but he wanted to make sure that we had the opportunity that he didn't have.
Yeah.
And he sent 5 out of 7 of us got a 4-year degree.
Wow.
And he wanted to make sure that, and he was working minimum wage, 2 jobs.
Look at that.
But he found a way, for us to go to school to get the education that we needed to better ourselves. And so when we started Father Forever, that's the backdrop of that.
Yeah.
I know what it is to have a good father. I was a retired social worker, and now I'm seeing what people on my caseload who grew up without a father. So now I'm seeing the other side of the coin of the devastation that went on and the abuse sometimes that went on in houses with fathers wasn't there or abusive fathers. And so then I became a single father. So I got like the best of all 3 worlds. And then I started Fathers Forever to help guys to understand their role as fathers. And so as we step into this generation, into fathers, we're looking at sometimes the absence of fathers, the enormity of the absence of fathers, the greatness of the absence of fathers is mind-boggling. And so how can we kind of help close that gap? And you guys are doing something Father's Day on June the 20th, 500 Fathers Walk A Thon.
Right.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Radio stations have events. You have your signature events. It's important for us to have events that impact the community in a positive way. We talked a lot about the fact that all across the country, black radio stations, urban radio stations, some of them, have these events, but no events specifically for men.
Right.
No events specifically to uplift fathers. And just like what you just said, with these gaps that people have that maybe didn't have the best father or didn't have a father in their lives at all, this is a way that we can do 2 things. We can display what fatherhood looks like. Well, 3 things. We can support these great dads that are doing phenomenal jobs in their kids' lives. And then we can model for fathers who want to see, well, what could I be doing? What should I be doing?
Right.
Well, boom, here you go right here. Like this is what black fatherhood looks like. And give people something more to aspire to in terms of being a dad. Like, man, I love being a dad.
Yeah.
There ain't a day. And I'm like, man, this is the best, hardest most wonderful and sometimes difficult job in the world.
Challenging.
I'm so glad to be here.
Yeah,
You know.
And you know, a lot of times the guys who grew up without their father, you know, they still understand what fatherhood is.
Mm-hmm.
It's in the blood.
It's in your DNA.
DNA.
Right.
And so when God tell me I grew up without a father, I don't know how to be a father, and I say that's BS. It is, because he wasn't there to model it. I get that, and I'm sorry about that. But to tell me you can't be a father because you wasn't a father, I don't buy that, because it's in our DNA. And you know, we have to choose to be that, and we can't, you know, keep making excuses as why I'm not stepping up to the plate because my father wasn't there. That's tragic. It's sad.
Sometimes it's fear.
Yes.
And sometimes it is lack of modeling.
Yes.
You know,
exactly.
we've talked to other men at the studio, bringing folks in for interviews, who have said that they've helped young men become better dads who thought that the only way of being a father was being tough on little children.
Right.
Like, oh man, you know, what do I do as a dad? Oh, I trip them down, or I push them down, or I pinch them, such and such. No, bro. Look, this is a child.
Yeah.
And these wonderful teachers of fathers that we've had in studio and talked to on the air, instruct, pick them up, give them a hug, be encouraging, do snuggle time at night, and show these young children a softer side of you so that you can just let them know that I am your rock.
Right.
And anything that happens, you can come to me, and you've got this rock, this monster that is behind you to support you through any situation that you may have in your life. But to do that, you got to show them that you love them.
Right. Rico, you want to?
Well, I mean, you know, with 500 fathers, it's not a party, but it is a celebration of fatherhood.
Right.
Because for me, I want to celebrate dads. Like I've had my dad in my life when he wasn't around. My granddad, he picked up the ball and ran with it. And my grandfather is an ex-drill sergeant in the Army, and so it was a lot of regimented days.
Like?
It's a lot of regimented days.
6 o'clock in the morning looks like.
And so, you know, and working at the radio station, one thing I joke with Chuck about all the time is, I said, when Mother's Day rolls around, my phone is ringing off the hook with people calling me, Rico, we're having a Mother's Day brunch. Rico, we doing Mother's Feet. We giving massages. We doing this. And Father's Day rolls around, phone don't ring.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's calling me saying we got an artist coming to town to sing to the dads.
Oh, imagine a stage play for fathers. Things you don't
And so,
see.
you know, like I said, it's not a party, but it's going to be a celebration. That because sometimes being a father is a selfless job.
Yeah.
I look at my house sometimes. I got 2 daughters. I could do something, and they'll look right at their mom and say, "Thank you, Mom," and she ain't had nothing to do with it.
Right.
So,
you know, a lot of times because, you know, we're the foundation. Fathers are the foundation to the families. You know, but the foundation, most of the time, the foundation is not seen.
That's right.
When you do a building, you don't see the foundation.
No.
You see the building, you see the glass, you see but the foundation.
You're the pillar.
You're the pillar.
Strength of
Now,
the family.
the building is standing on the foundation. And if the foundation is cracked, the whole building is compromised.
and you have to be there from the very beginning to see that foundation.
And that's why this walk-a-thon. So, you know, let us explain a little bit about what the walk-a-thon is. We are asking that men go to 500fathers.com.
Okay.
When you go there, you can register your team. So that team is you and your kid, or you and your kids. Then send that, you'll be established with a link, and you can send that link out to friends, families, co-workers, anyone in your network to say, hey, give me $1, give me $2 per lap that I walk around the track at Southeast Raleigh Magnet High School.
Gotcha.
And so we are raising money to support other dads to support what you're doing with Fathers Forever. And these laps will go to your organization so that we can support an evidence-based program. And I'm going to say it again, evidence-based program. It's so important to know that the program that you've put together has evidence and it works.
It works. Yes.
And so we're doing this event to make sure that we're in support of what you and your team, your wife, have done here.
Continue to work.
Yeah.
Continue to fight.
Yeah. So not only that, but you know, one of us said a cracked pillar.
Right.
We also have seminars that are happening at 500 Fathers. We have seminars on
finances. We're going to have some mental health seminars. We even going to have a seminar about child support.
Yes,
We've
yes,
got some
yes.
attorneys there. We've got some judges there from
judges,
family
yeah,
court
okay.
to talk to the men that may be in the legal struggle as far as seeing their kid, paying for kids and things, just because there are a lot of laws in place, but sometimes we get tired.
Right.
And if you're in one of those positions where you've been fighting to see your child, you know, you get weary from the fight.
Yes.
And so hopefully we will have some people on site to help you understand how to fight.
Right. So this is a big day that we're bringing fathers to come and walk and celebration. What is the impact? What do you want this to go after that day?
we want to build a tradition.
Okay.
A tradition of fatherhood, Father's Day weekends, you know, now through forever. We want dads to come and be able to show off their kids. You know, I have a commercial on the radio where I say, hey, I want you to come and walk with me and my son. And my son's backbone straightened. Hey, that's me.
Right.
Right? He's ready to go out and walk in support of other people.
Right.
We want to have a day where in a real easy way, like we're not talking about building a house.
Right.
You know, we're talking about public service just through walking a few laps.
Yeah.
You can do one lap
Right.
with your kid, get in your car and go home. But displaying to your child what public service is
Yes.
and serving others.
Right.
Also, coming out, seeing your boys, having a good time. Oh man, my son's kicks are fresher than yours.
Right. Right.
You know, because I mean, my son and I, we're gonna be fresh when we get there. You best believe.
Right.
We're gonna be Adidas down. So you know, it's a day of camaraderie. It's a day of networking. It's a day where we can show each other what we're all about. And you know, when Rico and I started really planning this, one of the things that we kept saying was, you know, it's Father's Day. We're not really built for luxury necessarily, or pampering. Like,
Right.
you know, you don't send your dad to get
Get a
massage.
Even though they may need it.
Yeah.
You know, like my
Definitely
daughters tell me all the time, oh, Daddy, you need to get your feet done.
Yeah.
Like, well, that's not something I'm thinking about
Right,
on a
right.
day-to-day basis. Like, you know, I need to get you to college. That's what I need to do. I don't need to get my feet done.
Right.
But, you know, the fellowship of fathers is real important to me. And just understanding, and me and Chuck talk about this all the time. What you do with your child may not work for my child, but it doesn't hurt to share ideas and say, hey, well, I went through this and this is what I did. This may work for you, this may not for you, but here's the advice.
Right.
And so the fellowship of dads is very important to me.
And that togetherness, when one father sees another father working together, and it that models, you know, my son is a barber, and you know sometimes we have this paradigm shift that black fathers are not really there for their kids a lot of times. And sometimes the media paint that picture as well, that we absent, and we are. We know absent, more absent than any other race, for that matter.
That's not true, actually.
Yeah, But right.
Yeah, that statistically, and via government research, black fathers are more active in their children's lives
Yes.
than any other group in
Exactly.
America right now.
Right now. But that's the stereotype.
Yeah.
But he says, he sees this every day, all day. Black fathers bringing their kids to get the haircut.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so when we started talking about it, he said, I don't want y'all to know what y'all talking about. Because I see this every single day, day in and day out, that the fathers are bringing the kids. And sometimes they bring their neighbors, sometimes they bring their nephews.
That's right.
But they're there. And so
Even if you're not with mom,
right,
you're
right.
bringing that boy.
You're
to-
bringing that boy to get his haircut. And so we got to model that stereotype is not true. And when we get together, like on the 20th, and we see these 500 fathers out there with their kids, that's making a statement that we can come together, and we are coming together. And it's no surprise that we're not going to be surprised when we do get together.
No.
If 700 or 800 men come together, because we can do it.
Yeah.
And so I want to encourage our audience to put on your calendar June the 20th.
8 a.m.
8 a.m.
It's gonna be cool.
Yes.
Because it's June. Like,
yeah. And put on your Adidas, just come out and just prepare to have a good time for a good cause. And we're walking this together, and we're modeling what fatherhood is.
Yeah.
And we're bringing our kids. Memories sometimes we can't. The things that my father did to me, before he passed, for us growing up, those memories are still in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
As if for yesterday.
Yeah.
The lesson that he taught me. Sometimes, some things are taught, and some things are caught.
Ooh.
The things that are taught is, we teach it. But there's some things that I'm catching because I'm in your presence. And that's why fathers, we have to be there. Even on a part-time basis. If you only can see your kids 3 hours a day, you be there that 3 hours a day.
Yeah.
And you keep fighting for more. And we need to fight for, I thank God you got lawyers there that can help people kind of navigate, because sometimes the child support laws that they have in place now, they wrote those laws 50 years ago. And they may need to change.
May not apply.
They may not apply now.
But one thing I'll say that I appreciate, we had a conversation a couple of months ago. I appreciated the fact that you teach formerly incarcerated men the best way of re-entering their children's lives. So if you get that 3 hours, your program teaches them how to make the best out of that 3 hours. And that is so important for the child. Now, it might, I hate leaving that 3 hours and 1 minute.
Right.
But you know what? You teach these men the best way of taking advantage of that time.
It's a little bit at a time. You take the 3 hours, and next month, you got to get your stuff together, and you're doing that. But the next time you ask for 4 hours.
Yeah.
The next week you ask for 7 hours. And you be in those people's faces and say, look, I'm doing this. I need more time with my kids.
And building trust.
And you're building trust.
Not just with the kid, but with the mother as well.
Exactly.
And with yourself.
Exactly. Because sometimes the mom's like, you're not being in and out of prison for a couple of times, dude. Why should I believe you this time? I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm a proud graduate of Fathers Walk.
Yes. And I'm doing something different.
Yeah.
This is what I'm doing different this time.
And so that's why we want to support you. I have not talked to a single father. Well, no. I did talk to one father who was just like, he has kids. But everybody else, 99.99%, has been like, good cause, good event. And so, this is a personal plea. Please come and let's support this nonprofit, this effort, so that we can help these men re-enter their kids' lives in a healthy way.
Wow.
Yeah.
500fathers.com.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
June 20th,
June 20th.
8 a.m., 500fathers.com is where you go to register. register your team, come walk with us.
Yeah. We would love to have you to come, be a part of this, and, bring a friend, bring your neighbor, bring, the father, the son who father maybe is not in part of their lives, that you know them, bring them, and to be a part of that. Because, sometimes stepfathers, fathers in the community, they make a big difference as well.
That's right.
Become a father figure. And so again, June the 20th, 8 a.m., please come all hooked up with your Adidas on and all the other things on. We're going to have a good time. We're going to walk, and I'm going to have to probably lose a little bit of weight before then.
Hey, man, you walk around that track enough time, you'll lose a little bit. Hey.
Look, I want to also thank our sponsors.
Yes.
Redeeming Love Missionary Baptist Church, AC Jackson of the Jackson Law Center, Ambiance Event Center, NC Black Alliance, Black Voters Matter Fund,
The Holder Group.
McDonald's. Am I missing somebody?
You are. We have the Art Gallery.
The Art Gallery.
Yeah. Dr. Paul, what's up, man?
Okay.
How you doing?
Yes. Please share this podcast today. You better share it on your Facebook page to all your friends, and so to make sure that they can share it with their friends, that we can have this podcast can really go out in the community and get some good traction, and expose this event to the many people in the community as we possibly can.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I'm going to be there with bells on. And I do want to thank you guys, Choice FM, for really supporting us. When I got a call from y'all a few months ago, when I realized what you guys were doing, I couldn't sleep that next night. And I was like, why are you waking at 4 o'clock in the morning? I was like, I can't sleep. Because I was so excited about, the opportunity that you guys see what we're doing and honor that and want to support that. And I really, really, from the bottom of my heart and all our team, thank you for helping us, for doing this for us, to help us get exposed, and at the same time to help us, raise some much needed funds. Because sometimes fatherhood program is the last nonprofit to get any money, if there's any money left. If you got 4 nonprofits, one is the animal, one is the kid, one is the women program, and one is the fathers. You know who get the money first, right? The animals.
Oh.
little
I mean, it's important.
Little father going to get that.
It's important.
Yeah,
the commercials are so good. I mean, those dogs
they're
looking
going
in
to
camera like
they're going to get the money first.
Oh, man.
Then the kids.
Yeah.
And then the moms.
Okay.
If there's any left, most of the time there's not any left.
Then the dad.
Then the dads.
Yeah.
And we don't get anything. So we appreciate the opportunity for you coming and being and encouraging us
and allow me
being part
to
of us.
correct myself. Ascension Art Gallery in Zebulon.
Oh, okay.
Is one of our sponsors.
Right. And so, with that being said, if you want to sponsor, how do they sponsor? If you want to be a sponsor,
500fathers.com. There's a sponsorship button if you'd like to come and vend. 500fathers.com. And ilovechoicefm.com will also get you into the right spot. The I Love Choice FM website is our radio station website, but there's a button right there that you can click to go to 500fathers.com.
So you heard it straight from the horse's mouth. Okay? All right. Thank you so much for being a part of this podcast today. Please, I can't say this enough, share it with your friends and everybody that you know about this event on June 20th, and I hope to see you there. Until we meet again, I'll say so long.
Take part in the Dads at a Distance initiative by giving a copy of I Am a Father Forever to a friend or family member, or host a reverse book signing at your business, church, or organization. You can also contribute by joining the Fathers Forever monthly donor membership program. By becoming a monthly donor, you're directly contributing to the success of Fathers Forever programs and the men we serve. Choose the level of support that's right for you and enjoy exclusive perks designed to connect you to our mission and impact. For more information about this or any other method of support, please visit our website at www.afatherforever.com/donate.